IdeasLab is part of Think Inspire Create's new strategy for businesses that approach us who've got ideas they want to develop, or they want to take. They've got a business, they've got like a process within their business they really want to kind of speed up or improve or manage a bit better. It's just basically for people who've got themselves into a corner where they've got a good idea or a problem they can't resolve themselves, and we just act as kind of like a third party to help them out, really. If you've got an idea already, that's great. Come to us, have a chat with us. We'll go through it all together. I mean, we've got people. We've got people in the child toy industry. We've got people in the events industry, and they all just come to us. We sit with them, have a chat, go through a few things together, and you'd be amazed what you can get out of talking to just a third party on those ideas that you've been like toying around with for ages and aren't quite sure of. But just that extra bit of perspective can really help sometimes. First kind of point would be actually just having a quick chat over the phone. So 20 minutes, half an hour, we'll do it free of charge. Just give me a call, or one of the team a call, and we'll go through anything you want to talk about in terms of any problems you might have, how it's best to start your idea off, what kind of things we suggest you do initially to get your idea going the way. So for example, products, make sure you've got the right kind of website behind you, make sure you've got the right kind of marketing behind you, and give you some pointers really. And then if there's something you want us to help you with, then we'll happily do that. And if not, hopefully that bit of help we've given you at the start will be still useful to you. Think Inspire Create it's quite evident when you come to me and you start talking to us. So we're all friends, we all know each other very well, we know our skill sets very closely. We're friendly, and we're not going to kind of baffle you with science. That's the most important thing I would say. We love ideas. We love to try and think of interesting ways to resolve a problem, not just plain straightforward templated standard ways of doing it. Something that will really show your individuality as a company as well. Yeah, so my experience really comes from my background initially was customer services, but I've always felt like that. Yeah, I enjoyed it, and it was good to talk to people. I've always enjoyed interacting with people, but at the same time, it just didn't feel like what I wanted to do. And I had an idea that I've been playing around with for a while about a blog that I wanted to do. I went to Birmingham University, and I found a lot of the student publications there were interesting, but not quite what I was looking for. So I wanted to set out and do a blog which was very opinions based and a bit more on the lines of something like the Escapist magazine or something like that, but with a student base. Fortunate enough to meet Martin and Jim, and eventually was interested in Matthew as well. But between us, we kind of threw a few ideas around and realised that actually our group was very well honed for kind of developing this kind of thing. We didn't just approach it from let's make a blog. We thought, well, how can we make a really good content management system that can handle a whole magazine? And just went from there really. The more things we thought about, more ideas from different directions came in, and we realised actually our little team was perfectly honed at doing this kind of thing. Identifying a good idea can be a bit of a traumatic experience. Sometimes you have so many and you realise that you have to let a few go. But the most important thing is to just have as many as you can and get them all written down, and then come back to them and evaluate them after having a little bit of time away. Come back to it yourself and look at them. And if you read through it again and you still are wanting to know what that's got for you, what that could achieve for you, what you could do with that, then that's a good enough start really to give it a bit of thought and give it a bit of time. Don't dismiss it. Think about it. Approach the type of people who can help you. Don't be too scared to talk about it either. Just share what you can. You don't have to give away your whole game. Just talk about it to someone. You'll know if it's a good idea or not. It's good that you've got marketing in place already as well, but you are on the website and you're having a look around, so hopefully you're open to some more ideas too, and we're happy to give you those. I mean, the thing to remember is the way you need to look at it is if you've got marketing in place and you're completely sure and you're completely happy with it, and you know that you've looked at all your competitors and you've done the research, and you think the way you're being presented is is going to make you stand out, then that's fine. But if there's any doubt in that at all, then you need to jump on it quick. You can't leave that to slide. It's something you need to keep on top of, and you need to keep that competitive level up. There's no point in marketing yourself at all if you're only going to do it piecemeal, little bits here and there. You need to keep on top of it, and we can do that for you. Think of it this way: if you've got a bag full of change and you've got lots of all 1p coins, and they're all tarnished and dirty, but you've got one coin amongst those that is just a bit shinier and just a bit nicer and just appeals to you that little bit more, you'll quite quickly dismiss all the other coins and you'll grab and you'll go for that one if that's the one that you're going to take away from that bag. So even if your value as a company is completely equal to all those around you and you don't really think anyone in the market is offering anything different, if you're that shiny coin amongst all those tarnished ones, then everybody's going to go for you. When you're in a business, sometimes there can be a point where it occurs to you could be doing something more efficiently and or just producing a better product, but because your company's been doing it the same way for such a long time, you can put yourself in a position where it feels really awkward to stand out and be that one person, that one guy who says, "Excuse me, can we do it this way instead?" And actually, it's worth doing. It's by far the most. If you've involved yourself enough with a company to know how the processes work, to realise there's a problem, then don't let it go. Don't let it pass you by. Jump on it and really embrace it and see what you can find out. See what you can improve. If you have a process in place, even if you just realise that it could be better, you don't have to have the answer yourself. If you realise there's a problem, that's the first step. That's the first stage. Get in touch with us. We can go through it with you. If the solution doesn't exist, we'll make one. And between us, I'm sure we can get on top of it for you.